I'm way too excited for this anime, and it's making me very impatient for the fall anime season. I swear, this October is stacked with pure anticipation. Even anime like Frieren Beyond Journey's End. But I just wanted to bring more attention to this banger of a manga and light novel with a wild and out-of-pocket premise that's receiving an anime adaptation, which you might already know if you have been subscribed to this channel and have seen my multiple short videos on it. But it's genuinely not enough to describe just how beautiful this series is, and quite literally just hands down my favorite female lead in anime. I mean, to be soon anime. On top of that, I feel like it's a very unique story, especially when it comes down to the anime medium, because it feels like a C-drama, taking place in a fictional variation of historical China, around a time where they had the emperors, the concubines, and harem and whatnot. So kind of like the anime and novel from a few seasons back, Koukyuu no Karasu, or Raven of the Inner Palace, which I personally really enjoyed and felt like was underrated. And for this story, the setting is somewhat similar, but the difference is the genre. Where Raven of the Inner Palace was more serious and had a focus on romance, this one feels way more playful, with our main character Maomao playing detective, leading her into wild situations, whether it be funny or serious, filled to the brim with comical moments, intense moments, life-threatening moments. And honestly, for that detective and mystery aspect alone, they picked one of the best voice actresses for her, at least for the Japanese version, which I'll come to later, so stick around. But this is the very unusual story of a girl ending up in an unexpected situation, a story of a witty girl obsessed with poison called Kusuriya no Hitorigoto, or the Apothecary Diaries. Following a young girl Maomao, who grew up in the red light district where geishas are prevalent, and within that district raised by a pharmacist in an apothecary, leading her to have knowledge that most girls her age would not have. One day while going out to get herbs for medicine, she gets ambushed, kidnapped, and then sold into the emperor's harem, which to her is just a glorified version of the red light district where she grew up in. Unlike modern time harem anime stories, this is referring to a system where girls are made to work as servants for the nobles and work their way up where they could, if chosen, be slept with to give birth to a child. And well, obviously, unlike the others there, who's trying to climb the ranks, she doesn't want that. Thrown into this wild situation where she just tries her best to fit in, not stand out, and just serve her unfair sentence till the time is up. But well, as you can guess, it turns out to be anything but that. She was way too curious, way too informed with a strong sense of righteousness. I mean, out of everyone there in the harem, she was probably the only one that could actually read. When a mysterious situation unfolds with the emperor's offspring continuously dying after being born from the harem, she steps in trying to help them and prevent the death of another baby by secretly leaving a note to which works successfully, and she assumed that she wouldn't get caught because, well, they expect the lower ranked servants not to be able to read or write. But to her surprise, a higher up Jinshi pays attention to her and catches her, and well, from there she gets promoted instantly as the lady's personal attendant. So yeah, completely the opposite result of what she wanted, throwing her into a series of wild twists and turns, and her obsessive poison tasting and experimenting, risking her life at times to solve crazy situations and mysteries that arise in the court, which I'll let you guys find out for yourself.
ジンシ様、なんでここにいるんです？
But I think I speak for a lot of people when I say Maomao is an amazing character, a very unique personality, and I wasn't putting it mildly when I said experimenting with poison. She would literally take poisonous animals and let them bite her to see how her body would react, often at times needing to be stopped by others that actually care for her, especially Jinshi out of concern, making them a really interesting and fun duo to follow throughout the story.
ごきげんよう、ジンシ様。
ご機嫌はそっちだろ。
Also, just look at these visuals, literal eye candy. The animation looks so promising from the trailer so far. If they do this adaptation right, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a top anime that season. And well, there is the manga and novel if you guys are impatient like me. But what really sealed the deal for me to watch it animated as well is the fact that Maomao is being voiced by Aoi Yuuki, who you may know as Mami from Rent a Girlfriend, Tanya from Saga of Tanya the Evil or Youjo Senki, Madoka from Madoka Magica, Tatsumaki from One Punch Man, Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, and finally Victorique from Gosick. The fact that she played Victorique, who by the way is an amazing detective in the anime Gosick, one of my personal favorite mystery and thriller, really makes me think that she'll nail the detective role as Maomao. And the funniest thing is, for a story with such an interesting, fun, and well-written female lead, it's not even a shoujo or shonen, and falls under the seinen demographic. So the fact that the primary audience target for this series is grown males, and has such a strong female lead that isn't even dragged away by plain and unnecessary romance, or just there as a means of support or fan service, makes me appreciate the story and character even more. And I assure you, most of you will feel the same way after reading or watching the series. And really, as I said in my previous videos, a good story is a good story. Demographic barely matters. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this new series, upcoming series. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if you're new here, hit subscribe for more anime, manga, and Japan-related content. I try my best to put out a video every single week. Calm down. I try my best to put out a video every single week, and yeah, that's about it. Bye bye, like and subscribe. Peace.